45 years ago, Jim Davis birthed into the universe a cosmic orange oracle. And he's watched the birthday of the United States go by at least 45 times since then.
Happy America Week! In this world where tarot cards are also like Garfield comic strips, spider-hating and lasagna-loving.
This is Mystic
Lasagna.
I want you to
I want
interpret
you.
cosmic symbols from Garfield comic strips.
Oh, man.
Hail to the Garf, he's the Garf and we adore him. He is in charge of America and gives us free health care because his heart's going to explode inside his cat chest. He eats nothing but ricotta cheese.
Garfield is so American. I freaking love it. Just housing lasagnas. I know I maybe talked about this before, but do you know that Olive Garden has a chocolate lasagna as a dessert?
No. But I mean,
great.
honestly, I didn't know that. But if I had gone to an Olive Garden and there hadn't been a chocolate lasagna on the menu, I'd have been like, I'm leaving. I came here because I heard that I'd be family, but I'm clearly fucking not. I'm out.
Yeah. You guys don't know me. This family of mine apparently doesn't know me.
If you
give
fucking
me my chocolate
loved
lasagna.
me, Italian restaurant dad, then you'd give me chocolate lasagna.
Yeah, I'm pissed and I want my allowance. Should I start demanding allowance from Olive Garden?
I cleaned my whole plate like a fucking big boy, Olive Garden. Now where's my $5?
Give me my dessert.
Awesome.
I don't want to mow lawns anymore, Olive Garden.
Kiss my
I don't want to mow the neighbors' lawns.
God, I don't want to talk about my day, Olive Garden. Leave me alone. You don't understand me, okay? God.
Oh, man. They're doing that thing where Applebee's does it too, where they have the tablets on every table.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if there was this like AI voice that was like, "Hello, Paul. How was your day?"
Get out of my ass, Olive Garden. God. I'm leaving.
How was your day, Olive Garden? You never tell me first.
Yeah,
Why do I have to go first?
Yeah. Why you fucking stay up all night in the living room drunk, Olive Garden? What's your fucking problem? I'm here.
Yeah.
Why don't you deal with your shit? I've met Nana. I've been to the Macaroni Grill. I've met Nana, and she's a bitch.
Yeah. Look, you know what I want, and it's a giant trampoline, and I don't care if it's, if we could get a lawsuit, okay? I just need one.
All my friends have one, Olive Garden.
Yeah. How am I supposed to do like a 360 on a wakeboard if I can't practice on the trampoline?
All of my friends have some sort of deep fried entire onion on their app menu, and all I get are these stupid breadsticks. I hate this family.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we were driving back from Portland, Maine, which is dope as hell. Visiting some family. And we drive by an Olive Garden, and where we like stop at a Chick-fil-A. We eat a chicken sandwich real quick. Because
yeah, dude, Pride Month's fucking over, right? Yeah,
I know.
Get down on it.
We're like, all right, it's July.
It's July. I can get back to just chowing down on this hate.
Yeah. All of our queer friends also do like Chick-fil-A, so I guess it's allowed for us now as well. We'll just ignore their past hate and have that honey mustard.
Hey, man, we love a redemption arc, dude. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, America, you can do no wrong. Just redeem yourself. But we saw Olive Garden. We're like, oh, man, there's an Olive Garden. We totally missed it. And then we're thinking about what a drive-through Olive Garden would be like.
Oh.
And I will 100%, I kid you not, I can eat their never-ending salad for the rest of my life consecutively. Like, I can start it now and then end it when I die. I love it so much. And I think I came up with an idea for an on the road drive-through endless salad, and it involves a trough right underneath that goes over my shoulders, and it just sits underneath my chin, and there's kind of like a shovel sort of. It's like a spoon where it's not super curved on the sides, but you kind of just shovel it in. And then if anything
more
spills
of a
out
like
the
snow
sides,
shovel maneuver, not like it's more of like just a salad paddle.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a paddle. Yeah. With like sides enough that it'll like keep some of the lettuce in.
Sure, but if it falls off, it's just going to go back into the trough, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
I understand you.
Yeah. So that's basically it. Take the breadsticks. I just want the salad. I want that sweet chemical aftertaste.
If it's truly unending, also they're gonna need like refueling vans driving around, right? Like those jets that refuel Air Force One. Like somebody would have to pull up next to you in the Olive Garden mobile salad station and be like,
"Oh my god!
All right, we've got a sync up going 70 down I-95.
Yeah,
and then we gotta lower the salad
latch onto your car.
the salad chute into the back window, refill Paul's trough.
Oh my gosh, please. That's all I want.
All right. Salad bay doors opening.
Salad bay doors.
We have achieved sync. Yes. Let the lettuce
feels
flow.
American. Feels so American.
Bombs away, baby.
The Blue Angels. Yep.
Yeah, then there's a lens flare as your shit. Like you just chow down again with your salad paddle. Man, I do. I don't want Garfield to be like as American and beautiful as he is, but I mean, he's just a Midwesterner who just wants to shove pasta into his face. An appropriated Italian dish that we've Americanized, made like filled it full of extra cheese and sauce instead of being tiny layers of like noodles and like baked tomato. It's like, nah, we like triple cheesed it and it's ours now. And I just like horf it down with no regard for like my feline body.
It's so good. And also it's layered. So if you want to make it big, like it's America, if you want to make it like larger than a human stomach, you can just keep layering.
Right, exactly.
Just
There's no point at which you stop supersizing a lasagna, right? You can just make a lasagna and then make another lasagna and put that lasagna on top of a lasagna, and you've just got lasagna. It's still a lasagna.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's the same. It's the thing that like it's the reason none of us can stop the Reese's Corporation from continuing to jam shit into their peanut butter cups or stack them on top of each other, or just like they're like as they just continue to sort of like absorb and like reformat other candies. They just eat shit.
I freaking love it.
Everything becomes a Reese's cup. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all Reese's. At the end of the day, it's all a never-ending salad, and it's all a giant Reese's cup.
Yeah, dude. Salad troughs all the way down. Well, friends, thank you for joining us here on this excellent, I guess July 3rd when you're listening to this. You can get patriotic tomorrow if you fucking want to, but like whatever. And
whatever. Whatever, Dad and Mom.
Whatever, Dad. Whatever, country dad. God.
Yeah. Jeez.
Finland doesn't make people pay for health insurance at their house. You suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to my fucking room. I'm not participating at Christmas this year. I'm a millennial, and I'm not going to buy blood diamonds for my wife. I hate you, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get that out of here.
Yeah. Well, this is, of course, a Psychic Garfield podcast where we are going to go to Gawcomics.com, the home of the field, and we're going to hit the random button and generate us a Garfield comic and then talk about the cosmic and psychic significances of the symbols that we find in there.
Yeah,
right?
as
That's
always, we'll have a link. It's totally what we do. We'll have a link in the description. You can click on it while you're driving and eating your salad trough, and we always recommend when you click on it, just look at the comic strip. Don't look at the road. When you're done looking at the comic strip, close your eyes and listen so you can focus on the auditory stuff. Do not look at the road while you drive.
If there's a way for someone to prove that they are listening to this podcast and looking at that week's strip while they are consuming unlimited salad and breadsticks,
oh my gosh!
I mean, I don't know.
We'll
what do you
send
want?
You
we'll let you do
salad.
anything. Yeah, I'll pay for like a year of unlimited salad. You could definitely be on the podcast. I mean, just do it, and we'll figure out a prize like after that.
Yeah.
Send it to us. We'll put you on Instagram for fucking sure. at Mystic Lasagna on all social media. But yeah, here we go. Are we ready to do it?
I'm freaking ready. I'm ready to go.
I've got a very laissez-faire, if you fuck with me, I'll bomb you into the Stone Age America first, the rest get the pieces attitude going on right now.
Oh, solid. Do you know what I have right now? I recently learned the level of drunkenness that everybody was involved with in the beginning of America. Like, everybody in the Revolutionary War was, in America at least, on the American side, just shithouse.
Literally,
the whole time.
this country was
Like
founded by
downing
a
a
bunch of
fifth
drunk
a day.
frat kids who didn't want to pay their fucking dad. It's like literally
Yeah,
just them be like,
yeah.
you can't fucking tell me what I owe to you. Shut up, bitch.
It's crazy.
Come
I
over
know,
here.
they're like,
Come over here and fucking make me, George. Dildo.
Yeah. Just everyone was drinking. I believe the statistic that I heard was, on average, if you were like, I don't even know if this is just word of mouth, but it was a lot of booze. It was like a fifth of whiskey, like a day kind of situation, which is insane. That's the kind of energy I'm coming into this America with.
I mean, that's how
that
you
this was
got
started-
to win wars, right? Fucking,
I guess
like,
so, right?
I mean, it was like, think about World War II. It's like the leader of the three leaders of the Allied nations. One was just like hopped up on vodka and genocide. One was wasted and had a cigar in his hand all the time. And the other one,
Sure.
dude, Roosevelt just ripped cigs, just tore them apart. And,
Love
like,
that
yeah,
nicotine
it was
buzz.
just,
Yeah.
just all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, Churchill's like drinking regimen is pretty nuts to see laid out next to Hunter S. Thompson.
Right. It's
Like
right
the
there.
hourly,
Yeah.
the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and like anytime you've got to employ someone to ply you with booze, like that's with using drugs all day. Like anytime it's someone's job, it's just like, what did you do during the war? Oh, me? No big deal. I just kept Winston fucked up for 3 years, so he could like make decisions he had to make that were going to kill millions one way or the other. Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
While London was on fire, that's what I did. I was like, here you go, Winnie. It's been an hour and a half. Slug this, smoke this, get back in there. Hitler's still being a twat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there is scotch in your orange juice. I'm sorry about last time.
Yeah,
It was
my bad.
just orange juice.
No pulp, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man. Let's fucking do it. Let me drop the bomb. Random comic.
Wow.
Oppenheimer.
You just Oppenheimer
branding.
Gawcomics.
Something Barbie. Go see some
I know.
shit. Oh, I see it. It's loading. It's taking time to load, but this is a big old square, mon frere. We got Sunday energy. Oh, my sweet lord.
Oh, a square, mon frere. Wow.
It's Christmas. We got a Christmas in July.
Wow. Oh, December 20th.
1995.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
This is
man.
peak Garfield merchandise, by the way.
Oh, yeah. 1995? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's making a swing back around now, I think.
Mhm.
But, like, 95 it was every book sale.
95 would have been when I purchased 1995 was the year that every single bit of I was in 6th grade. Yeah. My entire back to school accoutrement was Garfield, all of it.
Yeah.
I've still got
Totally.
a Garfield. The bookmark in my childhood Bible is a Garfield bookmark that says I'm just a cog in a machine full of nuts.
Oh,
And it's
my gosh.
I got it at a
That's
Scholastic
incredible.
book fair, and it's like like foil shiny, and it's got like a little tassel on the top of it, so I can know exactly where I am in the book of Mark. And oh man, it's great.
Beautiful.
And then I had a Garfield Trapper Keeper and Garfield folders to go in my Trapper Keeper and Garfield notebook paper and Garfield pens and pencils. It was sick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was man, that's a pretty solid drip. Like
Yeah.
it's it's thematically sound. You're like everything matches. The cat's on all of it.
I had little Garfield, like they were little snappers. They went over the knot on your shoelaces to keep your shoelaces tied. And so
Oh
it was
my
like a little
gosh,
Garfield
wow.
head that you like popped open and then it snapped back down over the knot to keep your knots. So on my fucking Reebok pumps, I had little Garfield heads.
Holy shit.
right below the basketball. So it was just like, hell yeah. Now while I'm horfing down lasagna, I will be so pumped into these shoes.
That's unreal. That's unreal.
I don't know.
That.
I mean, I can't believe I wasn't getting just like all the ass left and right. It's
In 6th grade.
In 6th grade, I was ready, man. I had puberty early, and I was like, "What's up, ladies?" I got Garfield pumps, and they were like, "You're gross, and you smell horrible because your hormones are out of control. Get away from me."
Oh my gosh. I was at that time. I guess I was in 2nd grade. Does that make sense? Or 3rd grade? 3rd grade. I was in 2nd grade, and this was Christmas for me. Like, this was when I looked at Garfield and I was like, "Oh, I have a Fat Cat 3-pack coming as a Christmas present." Like at this point, I knew the packaging. I didn't even have to shake it. I knew it was a Fat Cat 3-pack.
What the fuck good would shaking it have done?
You never know. You never know.
It just sounds like Jane Austen. No.
Yeah.
Garfield.
No. Island of the Blue Dolphins? No.
Oh, shit. Scott O'Dell flex. What'd it do? Fucking Sing Down the Moon. Fucking Black Pearl. Yeah, Scott O'Dell.
Yeah, that's right. O'Dell flex. Yeah, but this is appropriate that it's Christmas. I'm getting those feelings. I'm getting those sweet, nostalgic, late December paired with Garfield. You know, it's a props. It's totes a props.
I mean, we've been known like the whitest fuckers in the world to celebrate Christmas in July because it feels like, you're like halfway there, and it feels like it's also like this is a decadent holiday, right? Like,
yeah,
the way that we tend to celebrate the 4th of July and like our freedom from tyranny, I say with all the air quotes I fucking can muster in these trying times. Hey, Clarence Thomas, if you're listening, fuck you.
Yeah.
And but like we do tend to celebrate all of that in America by we're like, just feast, man, just feast, just eat until you fall over, eat fucking ribs, right, and like cookies and cakes and hamburgers and hot dogs so you just can't anymore. And so July 4th and Christmas end up being like similar in that way as like a feast day.
Yeah.
Unending.
Huge.
All you can eat freedom.
Exactly. Never will it end. And there are free breadsticks, that have varying levels of quality. But they're there.
Hell
they're there. They're offered.
Let's get into this. All I can see is Garfield as a giant balloon at the end. I'm ready to get to it.
So good.
Panel 1.
Yeah, he's strolling in with an idea. He's on the infinity table, I'm assuming.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Later on, John's halfway up this giant tall table that hits John at his nips, of course. So yeah, he's on the infinity table.
The infinity
it's
bar
purple.
top. Yeah.
Kitchen counter, something. The infinity table is purple, and then we've got a nice ombre.
Yeah, it's real good
in the back.
From orange to lavender. It's like, I don't know why the fucking sun is setting inside John Arbuckle's house, but it is.
I know. Do you think this was a moment where Paws Inc. was like, lots of exciting stuff is happening with animation. Toy Story is about to come out this year, I believe.
We have to do something to make these strips more dynamic and appeal to the children.
Exactly. They're like, ombre.
Can we fade the background from one color to another?
Yeah.
Do they have to be next to each other on the color wheel? No, motherfucker, they don't. Oh, let's do it.
It's even better if they're not. Yeah, someone's like looking at their 1995 Umbros, and they're like, I've got it, ombres.
Umbros.
Yeah, they're like, what's the plural of umbro? Ombres? Oh, ombre.
Paul, if we could make umbros, we would make $1 bajillion.
Yeah, just call them ombros. Ombres.
On brand, ombros. Yes.
Oh my gosh! God. Look at that! Look for that in the merch store, Mystic Lasagna merch store. Everyone, we're gonna have ombros coming soon.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out how to get T-Public to fucking make those for us. Yeah, that's a good plug though. You can get a Lasagnaste shirt.
Yeah.
But man, he's coming in professorial, right? This is Garfield. Garfield has a message. He would like to talk to us directly today. Baking is a Christmas tradition, he says. One finger up in the air.
Finger up. He's in movement, so he's doing a Aaron Sorkin kind of fast-paced sort of, teaching dialogue to us, which is nice. Maybe not fast-paced, but he is strolling, and there's movement. I guess,
yeah.
is what
Oh
I'm
no,
trying to
yeah.
say.
No, he can still move. He is entering with conviction and purpose. And then, oh man, in panel
What
2,
he's
he
moving
has
towards
walked
is
up to
crazy.
just quite a spread.
Yeah. It's interesting, and he is salivating so much. He has lost control of his tongue. He's lost control of his sight. His pupils have actually just
his
fritzed
upper
out.
lip seems to be trembling and like waving and like the earth during a fucking quake.
Yeah, and the there's I believe, is that a puddle of
Absolutely.
spit?
Yes.
Of saliva.
There's a puddle
just
of saliva.
dripping off that fat tongue.
Yeah. You could water a fucking lawn with Garfield's tongue in the second panel, man.
It's me when I think about an endless salad trough. I guess is what you should
he's got an
picture.
endless pastry trough in front of him. It looks like it's out of control. He's got a cake.
does.
He's got some cookies, and he says this: "They're Christmas cookies, cakes, pies,
Boom.
fudge, candies."
Boom. And they're all beautiful. They're huge. They're on plates. They're presented well. It's everywhere.
Someone has gone to a lot of work. I don't know if it was John's. I mean, we're familiar with John's mom and John's grandma in the kitchen at Christmas and how
True.
down they get. But
Yeah.
did you put chili in my sausage gravy?
Yeah. Do you think they're at the farm? I think they are.
I mean, they would be if it's 5 days before Christmas.
Definitely.
And John didn't make all this shit.
Yeah. And
although
John
we
doesn't
never-
need to take off work. He's just making cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, you can draw from there, right? It's all done. I don't know. John probably can cook pretty good. I feel like he'd pull more ass if he could cook well, because he wouldn't think about it. He would just happily make food and be like, "Here you go. I'm sharing this thing with you," but it's all stamps and boring nonsense. It's nothing that you put labor into.
Yeah, and for all that we know, the food is only good for literal animals to like it. We're not sure.
That's
Like
true.
Garfield, I'm sure Garfield has a refined palate, but I'm also pretty
Are
confident that he's going to eat anything that's in front.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just by the very fact that he has eaten a lot of different types of things, he at least has a knowledge.
He likes to be full
of
though.
what's good.
That's what's important to him, is to be full.
Exactly.
Is that
over
for
everything.
the primal need for sustenance to be satiated, beyond the shadow of a doubt, as we will see in this next panel.
Amazing.
John comes in, everything's empty. Everything's turned over. The fucking cookie pedestal knocked over. Not
tipped.
even a goddamn crumb left. There's just empty, crumpled up fucking cupcake wrappers. We don't even see, there's no cupcakes in the front one. I don't even know. There's a stack of what looks like French toast gone. There's just a whole goblet full of bonbons or something. There's at least a stack of pies. Those plates are licked clean and flipped over.
Done.
I mean, there's nothing left. It's a fucking desolation.
Yeah, Garfield is ballooned out. Everything is now inside of Garfield. It is effectively, he has become the food, and he is actually on, I think it looks like he is on one of the plates.
Yep. On one of the plates, he's there's got to be at least one under there. I love that he's inflated and ballooned out so much that you can see his flesh straining straining at the juncture of his torso and arms and legs. It's
amazing.
Distended to the he is inflated. It's incredible.
And also there's a little smile.
Oh. There's a
on
smile,
his,
and also it looks like he's got his mouth slammed shut so that he can keep the
all
food,
the food
inside.
Yes. Exactly. Does not want it to escape. Total bliss.
We've been talking for a while, but I feel like this is going to be a long episode. Fucking happy birthday, America, because the shit that he fucking says, we got to get into.
It's pretty
John
perfect.
comes in. Garfield is destroyed. And John says, "What happened to you?" And Garfield says, I'm keeping a tradition alive.
Alive.
Like,
It's perfect. It's perfect.
to his own detriment, right? And
yes, seeing excess and literally becoming he's becoming the food. He's becoming that excess.
right.
And why? Because it's tradition.
Because it's tradition. Because it's the way we've always done it. Because it's also like the
Yes.
way we celebrate times of like plenty. It's the way we celebrate that we're not in. It's the way we convince ourselves that we're not in a lean time is by like going to lengths of excess, right? Like, I mean, Christmas essentially. We talk about this every year. Is like it's dark, it's cold, it sucks. The harvest is long gone and far away at the same time. But we're gonna like bust out everything, and we're gonna eat, and we're gonna eat, and we're gonna eat like we're invincible, and that's the magic of it all. I mean, and that's the magic of also where we are in the 4th of July. God, it's the magic of the Olive Garden. It's the magic of the idea of when you're here, your family. It's like this is a place where we will continue to funnel a substitute for love and caring into you until it almost kills you to convince you magically that like that we are taking care of you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And like, yeah, we might be hungry tomorrow because we ate so much.
Yeah.
But let's not think about the Supreme Court rulings and hug everyone while we watch everything explode.
Yeah.
as a yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
let's set off fireworks and watch them explode so we can kind of get that energy out.
Yeah. As a like to get the like explosive, so that we don't like start bombing government structures. Let's like just like shoot off some.
Gosh.
The government provides us with fucking placebo explosions.
There's the word that I was looking for. It's
yeah,
the
man.
Surrogate.
It's the fucking
surrogate explosion.
The methadone
of
overthrowing tyrannical governments, which is what we're celebrating, right? Which is like as we were talking about. Like the idea was like we're gonna fucking get drunk and we're gonna goddamn figure out an army and we're gonna fucking kill the most powerful empire in the world, right? Like we're gonna fucking tell them to
freedom.
eat shit.
Can you imagine how hopped up on cake and pies
Ben Franklin was? He's just fucking a pie in one hand, a mug of beer in the other, a French hooker hanging off of his dong.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, but fucking I'm never going to die.
I know. That's the thing. That's the energy. That's the like, like you said, let's take down the most powerful empire in the world.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck
so
'em.
intense. It's so intense, America.
Yeah, out of control.
Oh my gosh.
And like it's that like, and
It's
you know,
tradition.
when you like prime a fucking nation with that energy, like it don't go nowhere, man. Like you've started the fucking experiment with a bunch of goddamn gunpowder in the bottom of a fucking cannon.
Yeah, that's America's childhood. Like, it has grown into a weird teenager right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because as a child, it was all hopped up on pixie sticks and fucking kicking the neighbor who like kicking old man Greawees in the dick. Like it was just like
give me my ball.
As like a child, it was like daring. It was like we would like snort pixie sticks and then dare each other to run over and touch King George's house, right?
Yeah, yeah, and light some poo on fire. Yeah.
Fucking, I bet you can't get old man King George to step on this dog shit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I fucking can. Yeah, man. And then to celebrate that, we just snort pixie sticks and like launch flaming dog shit into the air and go like, woo!
Yes.
Placebo.
But that
revolution.
energy. But all right, so here we go. We can become that energy. We can let it like debilitate us while we hold it inside with our mouths. We can also use that energy for good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We can use that friggin' pixie. We can snort some pixie sticks and like really go into freedom and vote a lot. Yeah, just go vote multiple times in one election.
I mean,
that's the message.
It was a voting day fucking last Tuesday. I love that like a lot of the times our mysticism podcast does turn into a political podcast. But also I would argue that most politics, it's all magical thinking and it's all putting your energy behind a vote and it's all like Yeah, man. I mean, especially now with the idea of political parties, have become religious, have become magical, have become
Sure.
personal, and people have their so much of their identity like tied up in like who they're like faithfully loyal to.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
True.
how many people's like, well, I just believe in them. I believe in them. You know, they're
it
not.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
what
they're
I
not a
read.
person. They're a mythical figure, and that's what we want. We want a story to vote for, a thing to vote for, and so nobody shows up to vote for the fucking circuit judges, who are the people who do all the lawmaking.
I know, right? Exactly.
Last
It's not
Tuesday.
exciting. It's
No,
not
it's
an
not
explosion
sexy
in
at
the
all,
sky.
man. You don't get to get pissed off at anybody. You know, you just scream and yell. You're just like, yeah. Just electing somebody who's going to set precedents for years. Yeah, I mean,
Did someone say presidents? No, presidents. Oh, okay,
Precedents.
never
Well,
mind.
that's
Never mind.
And like the also
Then I'll
the
go.
like
Then I'll go.
I just think the like I'm keeping a tradition alive while you're like holding excess in near to bursting is indicative of why I scream and yell kill the old gods all the time. Like it's just if a tradition is harmful, get rid of it. Like follow it to the like root and go like, all right, where did this come from? And like let's decide whether or not we like it, and let's decide whether or not we need to keep it or need to change it or need to mess it around. And like if there's a better way to like do that magic, because Garfield looks I mean like John's worried about him. Like what happened to you? Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, the tradition. Well, and there is this great choice too where you're salivating over everything, but you don't need to. You can change it, like you're saying. There's a moment of decision before you eat everything, or you could be like,
sure,
all right, maybe I could take a pause and think about why there's a table full of cakes. Why is this here right now?
Well, it's there to eat all
What's
of it.
going
like it's
on?
been like that's the thing is like it's there for the same reason that he eats all of it. Because someone else thinks it's their job. Dude, my mom loses her fucking mind making Christmas cookies every year. And she don't eat them. It's not her job to eat them. It's her job to make them. And send them all over the goddamn world. Because there's people that like can't do Christmases. And I'm part of it, man. It ain't Christmas until I get my mom's eggnog cookies. And like, goddamn it, she makes them and sends them to me every year. Could I learn how to make them myself? Yes. But would they have my mom's love in them? Yes, they still would because she taught me how to make them. So like I could do that and I could like relieve her, but instead she like knows that people are counting on them, so she makes way too many of them. If she sent me 4, I'd eat 4 and be like, yum. But she sent me like I was in Chicago last Christmas, right? So I was like away from everybody too. And so she was like, oh God, my darling baby boy needs Christmas magic. And so she sent me like 2-gallon bags full of these cookies, and God damn it if I didn't eat them all, because if I didn't eat them, they'd go bad. And so she's making the magic, and I'm consuming all of the magic because I think I have to, and she's doing it because she thinks she has to, and like we could both chill out and get all that magic done without hurting ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And you go back and you take a moment and look back at the root when your mom is like, all right, I'm getting ready to make all these cookies. What is at the root?
Yeah.
Should I will also.
I mean, the root is that she loves me and she wants me to remember that the harvest will come around again. And that there are people, and that when I'm there, I am family, and that she will take care of me, and that she will will, if that's what it takes, she will drive up alongside me on the highway and fucking fling cherry tomatoes through my driver's side window. She will do it.
There's a tube, but yeah, exactly. She will dock and feed you cherry tomatoes through a tube.
Yes, absolutely, she would, and like it's knowing that, but I think you can continue to do that. I mean, like America-wise, like we could take a minute and you can launch a firework and you can have a rib and you can like, I don't know, it might be more helpful to like. I don't know anybody that like sits around and like fucking reads the Federalist Papers on the 4th of July. You know what I mean? Like,
but you could.
I mean,
you
it
really
would make more sense.
You could go back and meditate on where this all started from.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
like
in a healthy way.
Like read the goddamn Declaration of Independence, right? Like that's what we're celebrating, right? Like maybe someone sits down and reads it. So that's how we're ending this episode.
Yeah, we're going to read you the Bill of Rights
We're gonna
right
read-
now.
We're going to read the Declaration of Independence in its entirety.
Here we go. Where's my phone?
You don't think I'm pulling it up right now?
All right. Yeah. All right. At least the first paragraph, right? Constitutioncenter.org, everybody. 1776.
Oh, there's a summary.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Do we got a cliff notes on this or what?
I'm looking
Should
for
we go
just
first
the
paragraph?
text. I just want
That's it. That was it. All right. Wait, below the summary.
Yeah.
Keep going. There. Oh, we can have an excerpt. All right.
Yeah. I don't want a
Alright.
fucking excerpt. I want the whole thing.
Wow.
Goddamn it, Internet. Give me the Declaration of Independence, a transcription. NationalArchives.gov.
Finally.
Here we go. Ready?
Wait, can you blow it up a little bigger? We going sentence for sentence?
You want to go paragraph?
Oh, paragraph per paragraph?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you
All
see
right.
it? All right, friends.
Yeah, I think so.
We're not
Let me
editing
blow
any
up
of
a
this
little.
fucking out because this is, again, what it felt like, I think. Like, this is, I imagine, Ben Franklin was like, did you do it? Did you write it? James Madison was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
here, I
fucking
just
shut
blew it
up. I'm trying.
Yeah. All right, let's go for it. Me.
All right. In Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America.
Oh, yeah, sentence for, okay. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent
Nature's
respect to
God.
the...
Not the God of Abraham. Go on.
Yeah, nature's God. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are
Boom.
created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. To secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. I think that's
Wow.
mostly about affirmative action. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience has shewn that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. This is firing me up. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
So drunk. They're so
Wasted.
so out of their mind.
You want some motherfucking receipts? Here's
Out
the
of their
receipts, George, you
mind.
bitch.
Yeah, I haven't been in my pocket. It's been folded up in my wallet, so they're fading, but they're here.
Here's the receipt. I kept it. Also, I can't believe
This is
how
not a
it's
political podcast.
expensive. If this
I
isn't
promise.
magic, I
This
don't
is
know
not
what
a
is.
political
This is literally magic.
podcast.
A bunch of people got together, held hands, said we all have the same idea, put all of their energy onto one giant sigil, and then fired it off at the universe. And we're like, we're making a country. Not how you make a country. It's crazy.
We did it. He has refused to assent to laws. His assent to laws. The most wholesome and necessary for the public good.
He has
We're going back
forbidden
and
his
forth,
governors
rule
to
and
pass
rule.
laws of immediate and pressing importance, unless suspended in their operation, till his assent should be obtained. And when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend them.
He has refused to pass other laws for a capital for the accommodation of large districts of his people, unless those people would relinquish the right of Wait.
I zoomed again.
I lost my place. Unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only.
He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the
unusual.
depository of their public records.
Drunk.
This place
They're drunk.
sucks, dude. He tried to make me sit on a shitty bench for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. God
Dope.
damn.
DMV.
We're going to vote on a Tuesday,
that's where
though.
the DMV.
We're going to vote on a fucking Tuesday. Nobody's going to get off work. Anyway.
He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of people.
He's refused for a long time, after such dissolutions, to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers incapable of annihilation have returned to the people at large for their exercise. Man, I understand why people don't recognize, memorize all this. The state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without, the convulsions within.
He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners. Refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of lands. Come on now. Come on, America. Remember this one?
Right? He's obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers.
Good Lord. He has made judges dependent on his will alone.
Holy Jesus Christ.
For their tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries.
He's erected a multitude
and
of
their
new
vacations
offices.
to the Galapagos Islands. Yeah.
He's erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. Now we're coming at you, Eric Adams.
Wow. He is kept among us in times of peace, standing armies without the consent of our legislature.
Cops. He is affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power.
Cops. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation.
For quartering large bodies of armed troops among us.
For protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders they should commit on the inhabitants of these states.
Cops. For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world.
For imposing taxes on us without our consent.
For depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury.
For transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses.
For abolishing the free system of English laws in a neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, and enlarging its boundaries so as to render it at once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies.
For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government.
For suspending our own legislatures and declaring themselves invested with power to legislate for us in all cases whatsoever.
For making unlimited salads, just unlimited salads. And when they bring you breadsticks, you have to keep paying more for it, and you have to buy an entree.
He's abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us.
He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burned our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people.
He is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy scarcely parallel to the most barbarous ages and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation.
Damn. He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive on the high seas, to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands unless Blackbeard helps us all. Pirates
He has
rule.
excited domestic insurrections amongst us. Oh, my God.
Oh.
And has endeavored to bring on the
Yikes.
inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless... Oh dear. The merciless Indian savages whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sections, and good. Hey, Tom.
Well.
You drunk fuck.
Oops. Drunk. Again, drunk. Not an excuse. Jeez Louise. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people.
Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. Yeah. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We've reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. Hey guys, we came here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations. Conjured, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. I told you it's magical thinking. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them, as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace friends.
We enjoy the office, and we're glad that they brought it to us. We, therefore,
very good.
It's very good. And Ricky Gervais, jury's out. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right, ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved and all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the great state of Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved.
Totally.
And that as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may have right do, including making chocolate, lasagna, and for the support of this declaration with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Well, I've definitely never read all that before, so that was great. I also wish that we had time for me to pull out the Lesser Key of Solomon and read the fucking, the shit that you scream at demons to make them jump into your fucking case. Because it ain't the opposite of that. Well, goddamn, dude. Well, what a big, giant, insane piece of magic these assholes did.
Yeah,
these clearly racist assholes did.
Yeah. Some real issues with this one.
I mean, happy birthday. That's what they. I mean, also there's some stuff in there that's
good stuff.
I mean, fuck,
some
dude.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I also hate it when fucking
this.
people get up in my business and harsh me out, man. When I'm trying to just be chill.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, this is great. I'm glad that we went back to the source.
I mean,
of the explosions.
so here's what I'm saying. I think if I fucking ate every single bit of that down without thinking, it would inflate me and make me want to die. But as I was
that's fun.
But as I was picking the good parts out of it, I was like, man, I could put together a fucking real sexy meal out of the shit that's good in here, and we could leave the goddamn hydrogenated corn syrup fucking out, and then it'd be groovy.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at this freaking smorgasbord before diving in.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, friends, until next time, make sure
life,
you've got
liberty,
life.
and lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Enjoy your life.
And, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness as well.
Yep. Pursue that happiness. Pursue it.
Yeah, pursue
it.
Happiness. Pursue
with thought. With purpose.
Pursue it pursuantly.
Yes, pursuantly. God, I am distended and inflated now. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah, for sure. It's a fucking time for a freedom nap.
Lasagnaste.